Good evening, students. Till now, we have learned about the isolated resistance that occurred in different parts of the country. And we also know that the army of the East India Company suppressed them. But today, we are going to learn about an organized revolt called the Revolt of 1857. We can call this revolt as the first war of independence in 1857 and also Sepoy Mutiny. So, what is the meaning of mutiny? Mutiny means an open rebellion. Now, let's learn in detail. By 1857, even people who were loyal to the company turned against them. The Indian soldiers in the British army, that is, the sepoys and the kings who lost their hereditary rights as per the doctrine of lapse, were the main leaders of the revolt. The living conditions of sepoys were miserable and they had to lead a hard life. The sepoys were disappointed with the following conditions: meager wages, prolonged working hours, denying leave, slave like treatment by superior officials, poor quality food. In this context, the company supplied a new type of Enfield rifle to the sepoys. There was a rumor that the cartridges to be used in this gun were greased with the fat of cows and pigs. This was against the religious beliefs of both the Hindus and the Muslims. Another rumor was that the bread supplied to the sepoys was made from wheat flour mixed with bone powder. This provoked them to rebel. Mangal Pandey was the first Indian soldier to protest. Angry with Mangal Pandey's act, the British officers hanged him to death. An organized revolt against the military officials started in Meerut. Then the soldiers reached Delhi and proclaimed the last Mughal ruler, Bahadur Shah Zafar, as the Emperor of India. The revolt spread to different parts of North India. The rulers of princely states who had lost their power also joined the rebellion. The revolt further spread to Kanpur, Lucknow, Allahabad, Jhansi, Ara, and Faizabad. The revolt was led by Nana Sahib and Tandya Tope in Kanpur, Rani Lakshmi Bai in Jhansi, Begum Hazrat Mahal in Lucknow, Maulavi Ahmadullah in Faizabad, and Kanwar Singh in Ara. The company suppressed the revolt and Bahadur Shah Zafar was expelled to Rangoon. Even though the revolt failed, it was the first mass revolt against the company rule. So, the revolt is considered as the first war of Indian independence. The highlight of the revolt was a sense of unity that the people of India upheld irrespective of religion. It was this solidarity that motivated the sepoys to proclaim Bahadur Shah as Shahanshah-e-Hindustan, the Emperor of India. This shows that the British efforts to breed communal hatred had not succeeded, at least up to the period of the First War of Indian Independence. The reign of the Queen. The First War of Indian Independence in 1857 brought many administrative changes in India. The rule of the English East India Company came to an end with the Queen's proclamation in 1858. India came under the direct rule of the British Queen. Now, let's examine the reasons for the failure of the First War of Independence. Though the revolt was widespread in North India, there was no coordination. The company had all the advantages of stronger military power, better weapons and coordination. It failed to ensure mass support. The English educated Indians were against the revolt. The rulers of affluent princely states supported the company. Now, let's have a look on the major centers of the revolt: Meerut, Delhi, Awadh, Faizabad, Kanpur, Ara, Jhansi. Hope you all understood this chapter very well. We will meet in the next class with a new chapter. Thank you.